It is showtime in the University City. Hi, everybody. It's time for another episode of Three Guys Before the Game. Thanks so very much for being with us. This is number 673. It is our Colorado football recap, and Hoops wins again. The world champion Ross Hodges are now 3-0 on the young season, and they've got a ball contest coming up this week against the Pitt Panthers, which should be a very, very fun evening inside the Hope Coliseum.
Out of the gate early. First Big 12 team to play 3 games.
Yeah, that's true. Getting a lot of games in. Got to get a lot of games in so we can get some players on the floor. Chance Moore count is now 2 games away. Now, after the Pitt game, he'll only have to sit out 1 more.
Correct. We'll be back with us in Charleston.
Exactly. South Carolina, not North Carolina. And by the way, later in the program, we have all the information on the Charleston, South Carolina Live 3 Guys event that we're going to be doing, and the tickets limited but are already on sale.
Still some available?
Oh, yeah. Dougie from Murrell's Inlet, he bought 4, and he texted me that he was in. Oysters, it's going to be quite a thing. It's going to be a heck of a nice time. Going to have a big time. All right, let's do it. 3 Guys brought to us by Go-Mart. Get yourself one of those Go-Mart rewards cards, download the app, and instantly save on food and fuel. Visit gomart.com or the App Store. By Lou Wendell Marine Sales in St. Albans, all they do is sell family fun, award-winning. Visit LouWendellMarineSales.com. By Tudor's Biscuit World. Start your day the homemade way with a Tudor's Biscuit. Later on in the program, you'll see that someone took advantage of their catering offer, had a tailgate Tudor's down there.
We have pictures of that?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Can't wait to see that.
Cade Kincaid, the Mountaineer mascot, he was in there. He was housing some stuff.
He was sampling?
Yeah, he was in. 3 Guys brought to us by Comax Business Systems, keeping West Virginia's business data safe, secure, and efficient for 25 years, and hydrated. By Jan Dill's Attorneys at Law. They, like Brad, won't take no for an answer. They simply won't take no for an answer. Spreads on Stats coming up. Brought to us by Conley CPA Group, providing value beyond numbers. All right, so let's jump on in. As Brad oftentimes, the other one isn't here either yet. It's gone again.
Might not be coming back.
Really?
I mean, he's been gone a while. I don't know.
He has been gone.
What's going on.
Yeah,
might not be back.
I think.
Just keep rolling along. Maybe someday he'll walk back through the door.
I think he's going to be back. Now, you don't say he might not, because people get all bummed out. Like, where's obvious Hop? He's coming back. He'll be here. He might. I don't know if we'll see him this week when we do our second show, but he'll be back next week.
I don't think you'll see him this week.
No, he's going to the Arizona State game.
That's why I heard that.
Yeah. Got a bunch of college buddies. He's going out to the Arizona State game. I want to live his life. All right, so as Brad oftentimes says, you are allowed to improve during the course of a season. And we will admit, quite honestly, at one point, especially coming out of the UCF game, it did not look like the improvement would be coming this year, right? Like maybe next year. But suddenly, the Mountaineers played well against TCU, not well enough to win, then had the big win at Houston, and then come back here this past weekend. And the Colorado Buffaloes, the opposition, and you kind of went like, can you put 2 together? Can you do it? So Rich has his first 2-game winning streak since coming back to West Virginia, and the Mountaineers knock off Colorado in an interesting game for a bunch of different reasons. But guess what? You got 2 to go. It's the 10th of November, and dare we say that mathematically they've got bowl eligibility opportunities, right? If you get to 6, you're bowling. Now, obviously, they're going to be an underdog in each of the next 2 games, this Saturday against Arizona State, and then the following couple of weeks after that, the Thanksgiving weekend, here against Texas Tech. Going to be an underdog. But nevertheless, to me, the good thing is, and you saw this in Rich's very first year here, even though that team only won 3 games, if you look at the scores in that season, they were getting closer. They were getting closer throughout the course of the season. I think we're starting to see that now.
Well,
we're starting to see that bridge.
It's 2 parts. You mentioned that we always say you're allowed to get better. That's number 1, first and foremost. I think we always need to remember that. And number 2, the other line we use a lot is week-to-week business. And so sometimes your matchups get favorable at different parts of the season. And West Virginia had a tough opening part of this schedule. Wasn't ready necessarily to go head-to-head with some of the teams they got early, BYU and Utah, namely, for 2 of them. But now switch it around. You got some nice situations. We talked about the situational advantage you walked into against a ranked Houston team. I thought you got another one this week. Even though you were off a big win and had to protect against a letdown, you're at home against a Colorado program that had really been struggling, and it was making a quarterback change, right? You had already made yours and had a couple games under your belt to get Scotty Fox acclimated. And so we talked so much on Thursday about the true freshman quarterback going at it. And I thought you saw Juju Lewis in the second half in particular kind of settle down there, and you saw why he was so highly touted. I think he's got some clear skills, and he's going to be a problem in this league should he stick in this league. But
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean?
What, should he stick in this
Well, I don't
league?
know if anybody sticks anymore. I mean, he's a free agent after the year. Everybody's a free agent.
So
he might not be in the league. He might go somewhere else.
He was supposed to go to USC. Then he changed his commitment, went to college.
I don't know if he'll be back 2 more weeks in the season. I don't know where he'll be next year. Who knows? I just know this. West Virginia absolutely got after him early. That pressure was there. We'll get into that on Spreads on Stats. And he looked like a true freshman in his first start in a road environment that, oh, by the way, credit to the fans. Nice job showing up with 50,000 plus in that stadium. That was a difficult start for Juju Lewis. West Virginia jumps out to the lead and controlled that game throughout. So situationally, I thought West Virginia had another good situation, and it took advantage of that, able to stack another win. And you're right. Now you're staring down the barrel of a chance to go win your 5th game with a chance to win a 6th still looming ahead. Both will be difficult, as you outlined. But Arizona State, another situational spot, has to kick off at 11 a.m. local time, and they're without their starting quarterback. So they're coming in with a number 2. So interesting setup as you head to Arizona this week.
They may have a receiver that's really good who West Virginia is looking at closely going like, is he playing or not, right? Tyson?
Very good.
Really, really good. Great build. Good. Just he's a problem.
Might be one of the best in the league, if not the best.
Compared him to the Arizona receiver from a year ago. McMillan.
Not quite as big.
Yeah, but that kind of a guy that can dominate
Game changer.
Game.
Yes.
Yeah. So they'll keep their eye on that as well. So first things first, we'll talk more about the Arizona State matchup coming up. It'll be the first ever Big 12 encounter because we didn't play them last year.
Correct.
Yeah, it'll be the first time that West Virginia has a league. Why wouldn't you have a league game against Arizona State? I mean, why?
In the same year that you also played BYU and Utah.
It makes all the sense in the world.
You know, I did bury the lead there a little bit. I forgot to mention, I meant to lead with this, that this Colorado game was a nice kickoff to the Curtis Jones for Heisman campaign. The often discussed Curtis Jones, 2 rushing touchdowns for the young man from Cabell Midland. And I'll tell you what, that first one, that was all Curtis Jones. I mean, he got hit at the 4. He got hit at the 4 and then again at the 3 and busted his way through there. So all joking aside with how much attention that got when Rich mentioned it earlier, that was a nice addition there. He ran hard, looked good, looked comfortable.
Yeah.
Banged you in 2 touchdowns.
Those are the carries that Ty Edwards would be getting if he were still healthy. That's the big thing that West Virginia had been missing. Tyler Jacklich, who's also a big back, was injured, and he was out of the game, and so they went with Curtis Jones. If I'm Curtis, I call it a career as far as running the ball right now and end my career as the highest percentage of touchdowns with limited carries. 3 carries, 2 touchdowns. That's highest percentage.
That would work.
School history.
I'm on the other side. Get him in there and give him the ball. I like this.
You know what? He's a really good kid, too.
Great kid. Great smile. Engaging. Very good interview.
You heard his post game?
Yeah.
You know he's in that 5th quarter program. So he got stuff going on.
Those are elite dudes in that 5th quarter program. That's just not everybody gets into that thing.
Exactly right.
Rigorous process there.
So he's got everything lined up. He's playing really good football, and that was huge. I mean, 2 TDs.
I give them credit. The quarterback and the running back position specifically. It's the old coach cliche of next man up. We're not worried about injuries. We're next man up. Well, those 2 positions have certainly shown that, haven't they? Because now we're to the point with Scotty Fox. We don't even talk about Fox anymore. Now you just go and expect him to play well.
Veteran Scotty Fox?
Absolutely. Just goes in there and wins you the game. He's the veteran quarterback there. Plays well.
It is interesting how that brand new perception of him as a true freshman, it just melts like really super quick. Like he goes to Houston. He wins at Houston, and I just think our perception is like, well, Scotty Fox is a quarterback.
Yeah,
what do you mean? What can he do now? Just go ahead. He just plays every day.
He's a starting quarterback. We're not debating it. We're not questioning it. We're not saying, oh my gosh, are you in the portal looking for something? You're just Scotty Fox, your starting quarterback. Go. What do you got, Scotty?
Yeah. You know who I want to give some more love to? Dior Hubbard.
Yeah, agree.
Let's think about
Another next man up at the running back position.
Think about this. He DNP-CD'd first 3 games this season and didn't even travel to Ohio. Wasn't even on the travel team for Ohio. And then he gets hurt Saturday early, and it didn't look good.
Did not look good.
And guess what? He wasn't healthy the whole game. Like, you could see him walking around there, just kind of, he was playing through pain. And he ends up 16 totes for 64. And then he had that huge reception of 69, catches 6 balls for 94 yards. So he had 22 touches in the game, and give him a lot of love.
Led you in rushing and receiving yards.
Correct.
Did you have that on our over-under in August?
Did not. Thought Sincere Bowers ran hard. Jeff Weimer continues to come up with significant plays. He had 2 catches for 26 yards with a long of 15. So like
that was a big one on 4th down. Oh. That was a nice play. That's one of those that was not overly tricky. That's just boom in and a little slant, and the throw was right on the money. A contested catch by Weimer, strong enough to hold on. Wish you had him for a little longer. I like him. He is starting to play.
You can't, because he has a file for AARP coming up here shortly.
I know.
He's a little older.
I know. He's starting to play though. I like him.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy for him because he had to go through the eligibility thing this season in order to get on the field. So I'm hoping he's having a good time here with his experience. All right, so nothing obvious as far as a Hoppy's obvious observations since he's not here. So we might as well just get down to the brass tacks. Just keep this in mind. 3 Guys Before the Game is brought to us by Jan Dills, attorneys at law. I said, just like Brad never takes no for an answer. Like he will fight you so he doesn't say no for an answer. Jan Dills, attorneys at law, a little bit more diplomatic when they say we're not going to take that for an answer. They specialize in military benefits and Social Security claims. If you or someone that you know needs help in that area, by all means, reach out to them. It doesn't cost you a single penny. It's a zero. That's all, until they get a settlement for you, and it's a elongated bureaucratic process. They know how to handle it. They do it each and every day. Visit Jan Dills, attorneys at law. Boats in on your side?
I believe
you bring
so.
it in?
I believe so.
3 Guys also brought to us by Lou Wendell Marine Sales in St. Albans. They sell family fun. Yes, it's toward the end of the year, no question about that. But now is a great time as we get ready for the holidays to get that little something, whether it be some form of apparatus that you need for your craft. You can do that. They also service boats. And I'm thinking you're going to get yourself a great deal when it's like middle of November and you're saying, hey, what about this? What about that? Can you get a great deal now? Check it out, LouWendellMarineSales.com. That's LouWendellMarineSales.com. What did we learn statistically from Saturday's game between West Virginia and Colorado? Let's find out. This is Spreads on Stats. It's brought to us by the Conley CPA Group. Well, they provide a lot of value. In fact, they provide value beyond numbers. They are a full-service CPA accounting firm, but they also serve as your business consultants. Anything that you need, any direction that you need help with, advice, they got you. That's what they do. They know all of the rules. They also can outsource. You can outsource, and they can do your accounting for your business. Great people. You'll enjoy working with them. Conley CPA Group. Did you have any aha moments?
I thought there were a couple. I looked at it more from a perspective like we've been doing this year. Took our Thursday keys, went back in to see what matched up, what worked, and what didn't based on what we thought this game would look like on Thursday. So you ready for that? We'll dive right into that.
Yeah, what did you say?
Well, the first thing we said on Thursday, who wins the rush explosive matchup? This was a Colorado rush game that came in 94th percentile in rush explosive percentage. So they weren't running it at a great clip down to down, but they were popping big plays on the ground. You were getting a West Virginia defense that was 18th nationally in opponent rush success rate. So we'd seen that West Virginia defense pop back up and start to play pretty well. Well, what happened in this one, Tony? West Virginia held Colorado to 0 explosive rushing plays. 0.
What's that definition? What do you have to have for an explosive play?
Well, it depends on this. This one's usually like 15 yards or more on that.
Okay.
Held them to 0 big plays on the ground. Held Colorado to a negative EPA per rush and held them to just a 35% success rate, which is below average running the football. So that right there, you just, boom, right in. Held them to no giant rushing plays, didn't break any for big, long touchdowns, and you held them below average in a success rate and an EPA perspective. Great job stopping the run. That was going to lead into the next key. I'll get to that here in just a second. But within that first matchup on the running game, we flipped it around also and said that West Virginia's going to want to run it on a Colorado defense that's dead last in the Big 12 in rush yards per game. Now, West Virginia didn't run it as well as I thought they might. 167 yards on the ground, not bad, below 30 yards or so below what Colorado had been giving up, just 3.2 yards per carry, but you did run for a positive EPA, expected points added, so that was good. 45% rush success rate, a tad below average, but better than what West Virginia had been running it on the season. And remember, just to recap, that success rate is if you gain 40% of the needed yards on first down, that's a successful play. If you then gain 60% of the needed yards on second down, that's a successful play. And if you get 100% of those needed yards for a first down or touchdown on third or fourth down, that's a successful play. So that's where success rate comes from. So West Virginia was above where it normally had been all year. So rushing game matchup, West Virginia won that on both sides of the ball. Number two, our key was the Colorado pass offense against West Virginia's pass rush. And we said if you could hold that explosive run game in check, that gave you a chance with a true freshman quarterback in Juju Lewis to get some pressure and potentially light them up. Colorado's pass grade was 13th in the Big 12 as an offense, going against West Virginia's pass rush that was 8th. Well, what happened in that game, Tony?
They got after the quarterback.
Tons of sacks early. What did the number finish? Was 7 or 8?
7.
Yeah, 7 in the game, 16 tackles for loss. West Virginia's defense and pass rush in particular was outstanding early, and you could tell flustered the true freshman quarterback. Dion talked about it afterwards, probably held the ball a little bit too long early, as true freshmen often do. And the tone of that game was set early. And again, I mentioned, I think Lewis is going to be fantastic. He showed really some talent throwing the football down the field once he got settled, but West Virginia was already out to that lead. Here's a big number. West Virginia had a havoc rate of 35%. That put West Virginia for that game in the 99th percentile nationally in havoc rate. So sack, tackle for loss, pass defended, some sort of play that creates havoc on the other side.
And that is Zach Alley's calling card, right? So his whole philosophy, and people know him for creating havoc and a lot of pressure. That's his defense to a T.
That number jumped to 44% of all Colorado plays on passing plays. So again, it played out exactly as you thought. Control the run, make them have to throw the football, and then get after the true freshman quarterback when that happened. Third key, we talked about West Virginia. Are they able to have success throwing it when it was needed? And we mentioned how Scotty'd been so good the last 2 weeks, not only no turnovers, but 0 turnover worthy plays going into that game. We talked about the worst coverage grade in the conference came from Colorado. So could you line up and beat them through the air? Scotty, not bad, 17 of 28, 61% completion percentage, threw for more than 200 yards again, had the 1 touchdown pass. 2 interceptions there. One of them came on 4th down, if I'm not mistaken. So that doesn't hurt you because you got to throw it up anyway. And was the other one tipped?
Yes.
Because I was going to say, if it wasn't, it certainly looked like it.
Yeah,
so
it was.
2 INTs, he gets 1 turnover-worthy play on there. But again, neither of those were necessarily detrimental to you winning. He still had the 3rd best offensive grade of any player for West Virginia. So another really good day for West Virginia's true freshman, Scotty Fox. Some other numbers to look at. I went back and pulled the win probability added. What were the biggest plays in this game from just a pure statistical standpoint? What added the most win probability to West Virginia's winning total?
I like these ones.
Number 1 play. Now remember last week, there were some massive plays. There was a nearly 40% swing on the pick 6. There was another 37% swing on the Weimer big 53-yarder. This one, it did not have the swings, mostly because West Virginia controlled this game pretty much from the start. The number 1 swing play, 10% added win probability, Curtis Jones' first touchdown run.
Yeah.
Number 2, almost 10%, 9.8% win probability added, Scotty Fox to Dior Hubbard on that aforementioned 69-yard wheel route, big pass play. So those 2 plays right there added almost 20% to your win probability.
Very good.
So pretty good. Those are your 2. Available yards, and I pulled this out because during that losing streak, some of those numbers, I was just incredulous about how many available yards West Virginia's opponents were gaining on them on the defense. And it was just such a surprise because coming out of the Pitt game, that West Virginia defense had looked pretty good, as it has the last 3 weeks. Well, you're back to a good number there. Colorado only gained 38% of the yards available to its offense during the day. So, again, number that backed up what you saw on the field. Another big special teams play. First block punt since 2014. Israel Boyce got in there and knocked one down. First one since Jared Harper had it back in 2014. So that's a couple weeks in a row now. You've seen a turnover forced on a punt return. West Virginia's punt unit got a turnover and then gets a block punt there. So don't want to pass off the good performances without mentioning that one.
Mm-hmm. Had a penalty on a return, though, right? Penalty on a return. I talked to someone over there yesterday, and they just said, they were just like, they literally just groaned. I can't believe it. Said we didn't have any last year. Didn't have any, and they just come in bunches.
Come in bunches.
So that's why Pac-Man just lifts his hand up now.
Yeah,
that ball comes off there.
Just gets the ball. A couple defensive performances. We mentioned two of the offensive performances in Hubbard and Jones that were really good. How about Ben Bogle? He was really good. He was all over. You called his name a bunch.
He may have been angry during the. Do you think he might have played it?
Why do you say it? Just because he was so aggressive?
He was hitting people very, very hard. I mean, he was hitting people. He's a Saluki, transferred in from Southern Illinois, and played a heck of a game. Really physical.
2 sacks, 7 tackles. So you called his name a bunch.
Really
you called Reed Carrico's name a lot too.
Yes.
2 sacks for Reed as well.
Yeah,
so two notable defensive performances.
Yeah. How about Nate Flower?
Continues to be impressive.
Huh?
Continues to be really impressive.
He's a polar bear,
Sure, he is. Of course,
Fairmont Senior just continues. It's a factory.
Just when you thought that pipeline had slowed a little bit, here comes Nate Flower.
Yeah. Nate Flower just kind of bangs it into the end zone. Oliver Straw, average 42, long of 53, and just solid there. And how about that? Missed extra point. Don't get to see that often. That young man had 24 in a row. So they said, take a look at them. They miss an extra point and get a punt block.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to win.
How many times do we say, hey, got to find a way to get the check mark on special teams and win it? And they did.
Couple just last PFF grade things here that I just find interesting. Back to our point earlier about Scotty Fox. Now you don't jump up and down like, oh, look at the true freshman. You just say, yeah, Scotty Fox is your quarterback. He's playing well. Fourth best pass grade. So overall passing offense, everything included. Fourth best pass grade on the season against FBS opponents. 3 of those in the last 3 weeks. 3 of your top 4 are in the last 3 weeks.
A veteran.
Pass blocking
just a veteran
grades.
Guy.
Third best pass blocking grade against Power 4 competition came this week. 2 of those 3 in the last 3 weeks. So those 2 things are linked together, I realize.
You said that Fox had the third best individual grade. Who was 1 and 2?
Stand by.
He's efforting as we speak.
What do you want to know? Offense first?
Sure.
The aforementioned Heisman candidate, Curtis Jones, number 1.
Yeah, he was funny.
Just 3 snaps, yeah. Grade out pretty high. He scored 2 touchdowns on 3 snaps.
Yeah, go with it.
Tykees Crawford, number 2.
How about that?
Total offensive grade. Graded out well in the run blocking. Nick Cray, 3. Ryan Ward, 4. Christian Hamilton, 5. Haslam, 6.
You don't
Wonder why you played well? 3 of your top 6 were offensive linemen.
I was going to say, you don't talk a lot about offensive line, right? Nick Cray has had a very good season. He's a keeper.
That's what you wanted.
He's going to be a guy that's going to play throughout his career here, and he's going to be a really good player. He's a great building block. Landon Livingston, that center spot, you got a couple of guys there, right? Donovan Haslam. Just you're starting to put
starting to
put some pieces down there so you can build a little bit of a house.
Defense. Derek Carter, 1. Michael Coates, 2. Ben Cutter, 3. Bogle, 4. John Lewis, 5. Fred Perry, 6.
What was that deal with Fred Perry's knee brace?
Is that what the first play was? Why they pulled him out?
A guy came over there. I mean, it looked like he was getting searched at customs. The guy goes down there and takes a look at the brace and sends him off the field.
Saw that.
I wonder why that happened like that. Like, we don't do that before the game? Officials aren't out there kind of looking at that stuff before the game starts?
Must have missed it. Ben Bogle led in that stop stat that we talked about, constitutes a failure for the offense. He had 4 of them.
4 failures.
Fred Perry right there at 3.
Yeah. Okay.
There's some numbers.
Do you want to transition this right into basketball
Sure.
now? So the Mountaineers continue to play as many games as the Globetrotters to start the season. Just play every night. Play every night. You know, I talked to a guy recently. I don't know if I could. Yeah, I guess I could say this. He was the PA announcer for the Globetrotters.
Did he travel with them?
Around the world. And I said to him, they ever get beat? And he said they were like, I don't know, like some foreign country. And technically, they missed, they screwed something up and it had to do a little side accounting there. Just kind of, oh, really? Oh, there we go. Now it's right. They let the guys beat
They would
them.
have had a loss.
Yeah. Do you know that those guys, Globetrotters, like you think like, oh, they're just on the Globetrotters, they're going to stay on the Globetrotters? Like if they miss like a certain number of shots that's their specialty, like the half-court shot from off a hook, or like certain dunks, like they keep stats. Like if you're supposed to do the wobbly ball, like the wobbly ball goes in the center, like demerit, like you got to play.
They got advanced analytics there for the
Yeah,
Globetrotters.
I mean, if you don't do the thing, like all of a sudden you run in the stands and you got like you're supposed to have the confetti bucket, but you got the water bucket and you hit the wrong person. I mean, it's like you're out of here. It was a fascinating conversation with the guy. Fascinating. I'll tell you this: Globetrotters stay at the nice hotel. Generals, they're in a motel.
Oh, they don't stay at the nice hotel.
They're not. And you're on a whole different bus.
Well,
Anyway.
they're not the show.
No. I may have gone off topic there. West Virginia 69, Lehigh 47. Best stretch of ball by the Mountaineers so far this season in the first half.
Agree.
It was kind of like everything clicked. We talked with Ross before the game yesterday. He said, now what I'm trying to do is when you get into a good segment of play, we're trying to elongate that segment of play. While it might be, hey, that was 4 good minutes of basketball there. Now our success is going to be determined by how long we can stretch out the goods and how quickly we can reduce the bads.
Mm-hmm.
And yesterday, for that, I guess we'll just generically say 15 minutes, that was humming along defensively and offensively.
Really good. That's where I wanted to start here. Best half of the year. Held Lehigh to 8 made field goals there in the first half, and then West Virginia shot 54% from the field and 42% from 3. So, yes, things were clicking. They were absolutely clamping down defensively and then making shots offensively. You saw how that goes. West Virginia was up by what? As many as, I think, 27 was the largest lead there.
Yeah.
So that's exactly where you wanted to be in your third game of the week. And again, you saw some improvement along the way in every facet of that game. Belo, again, Brennan Lorient was outstanding. Career high 26 points, 7 rebounds, 3 steals, 2 assists. Averages, if you round up, a double-double for the week. 9.7 rebounds, round that up to 10 rebounds a week. Double-double through 3 games. One of the better performances of anybody in the Big 12 this week. So congratulations to Belo for being outstanding there. Free throw attempt rate was something that all week has been good, and it was really good again yesterday. West Virginia gets to the line 25 times, made 16 of those. So you'd like that percentage to be up a little bit, 64%. West Virginia is 74% now from the line on the year. This stat...
West Virginia is 74% at the foul line?
I knew you'd be surprised, and here's the other thing that threw me off. Hold on, let's double check.
You're going to come to rebounding now, and you're going to tell me that they're doing better at rebounding than I think. Go ahead, lay it on.
No, it's along free throws, because this surprised me, and I've had multiple people say to me, I hope that free throw shooting gets better. I hope it gets better. You ready for this?
Yeah.
I think you'll fall off your chair on this. So West Virginia shot 74% from the line last year. That won't make you fall off your chair. Shot 74% last year.
Yeah.
That's what you're shooting this year.
That's surprising.
Okay. This will really surprise you. The best free throw percentage for a West Virginia team I could find going all the way back. I couldn't get back in the database past 97. The best free throw percentage since then was 73% in 2005. This is currently the best free throw shooting West Virginia team since at least, might be further back than 97. Can that be right?
No.
Has somebody's got those stats wrong?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
No freaking way.
Just tell you what the database said that I was looking at.
What database are you using?
Pretty reputable one.
Really?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem right.
Oh, wait. I am off.
Yeah.
But it's 72% is what they're shooting. I was off a little bit.
Well, I would even...
So it still takes it back. I mean, you got to go back to 05.
See, I'm even questioning 72. You're sure?
No.
It's the men's team you're going to do and not the women's team?
No, I'm off. I'm totally off.
I thought so.
68%.
Yeah. I'm looking at it right now. 0.678. For those of you listening in,
just scrap everything we
never
just said.
Never mind. And as you can tell, we don't go back and edit anything out of the show. We're So
went too fast this morning. Sorry, everybody. 68%.
Here's what happened to you. Opposing teams are 74.
That's correct.
The world champions right now are 678, so we'll call it 68. But nevertheless,
that's correct. There's
a lot of room for improvement there.
But here's the number that you should pay attention to: 40th nationally in free throw attempt rate. And so during the Hugs era, during the really good teams, West Virginia, if you remember, was always very highly ranked in free throw attempt rate, got to the line a lot.
Correct.
That's a number we'll have to keep watching that, because it makes sense that you're getting the line so much now because you have a decided size advantage inside with Harlan and Brendan Lorient. The teams you're playing right now, these first three games, have had trouble matching those guys, and West Virginia's been going inside a lot. They've had trouble handling them, getting to the free throw line a bunch. So keep an eye on that. Can West Virginia continue to get to the line at a high rate? 28% of West Virginia's points this season have come from the line. That's 60th nationally.
Some numbers here for you, and defensively, this is what West Virginia will become going forward with Ross Hodge as the head coach. Right now, very encouraging. They're holding opposing teams to 36% shooting overall, 26% from three-point range. The first massive test, obviously, is coming up here on Thursday, and all eyes should be focused to see how well they can guard when they play a Power 4 team.
Yeah, so to continue on, that's where I was going next. Top 40 nationally in opponent effective field goal percentage. So that's a little different than regular field goal percentage. Takes three-pointers into account that are obviously worth more. So top 40 in that category, you like what you're doing defensively. You're 41st nationally in opponent turnover percentage. We know West Virginia is making hay off its turnovers it's created. So good first week, certainly room to improve, but it's a good start, and it's right where you want to be after 3 games with Pitt coming in. And you're right, this will be a nice test against a Panther team that has not played in an environment like it's about to see, and goes on the road here for the first time.
Correct. Limited number of tickets are available. As of yesterday, there were a couple, 400, and obviously it's going to be very close to being locked out, and I think you're right. It's going to be new for everyone, all the Mountaineer basketball players, the Mountaineer coaching staff, totally new environment for them, although the crowds have been decent, solid for your first couple of games. Now you're going to get into capacity at the Hope Coliseum. That changes things. And then additionally, as you said, I mean, Pitt is basically a reconstituted team, and they hadn't been here for 2 years now. What impact will that have on the game? Should be a ton of fun. If you're watching the Mountaineers in person, if you're watching the Mountaineers at home, Brad and I, strong advocates for hydration, right? You want people to be hydrated when they watch any kind of a sporting event, which means that you need to visit Comax Business Systems. They have a brand new, perfect item for your business workplace. It is the I-12 water cooler. Sleek design meets cutting-edge technology, separate water delivery, hot and cold. You can get away from lugging all that plastic to your folks, whether it's in the workroom, whether it's a break room, whether it's a boardroom, whatever. Check it out at Comax Business Systems. Hot, cold, ice, and more. It's super easy, it's filtered, and it's good for you. Visit Comax Business Systems, ComaxWV.com. Big win yesterday by Oklahoma State basketball. Baylor also victorious over the weekend, and the league is starting to rack up some victories. Huh?
I watched that Baylor game last night. They've got an entirely new team, too.
Literally.
Every player. West Virginia is not in that group of three by a technicality, I guess.
Because of AB?
Because AB returned. Yeah, there's three teams that replaced their whole roster per the broadcast last night. West Virginia not mentioned in that, but that's a tough one for a guy that didn't play a single minute and redshirted. Yeah.
Nevertheless, we know what the deal is. Yeah, so also, how about Kansas? Kansas got tweaked Friday night at North Carolina.
Darren Peterson, the freshman, really good again with 22, but they didn't get a lot of scoring outside of him. And that's against a North Carolina team that, Tony, didn't look like it wanted to guard a whole lot there.
What do you mean by that?
They didn't play extreme pressure defense at all. Kansas struggled to score. Carolina wants to get up and down the floor and score on you.
Yeah. The Pitt Panthers, by the way, play Monday night tonight, Eastern Michigan. So if you have opportunity, you can kind of get a little bit of a preview look and see what that all looks like. You guys ready? Shall we heal together? This is more, I don't know if this is, it's not necessarily need healing. I mean, basketball won. Women won on Friday, pounded Kent State.
Mm-hmm.
Men's soccer, what drama.
Big drama.
Over at Dick Dalesk Soccer Stadium in yucky weather. They rally to score late to tie the game up. Overtime proves fruitless for both sides, and they win it on penalty kicks. They advance now to play here Wednesday against Marshall at Dick Dalesk Soccer Stadium. So the second matchup between the Mountaineers and the Thundered Herd within a couple of weeks, and it is Wednesday night at Dick Dalesk Soccer Stadium, the semifinals of the Sun Belt Conference, and fingers crossed that West Virginia can once again, as they say in soccer, get the result. By the way, the women find out where they're going NCAA tournament-wise.
Like soon.
Like today. All right, you ready to do this thing? From the Textual Healing line, a couple of major things going on. Had some validation. Textual Healing is brought to us by episode800.com. Episode800.com. I got a message from someone, 304-404-4083. If you go to the website, our popcorn's now available. Got a gentleman from Mercer County texted in today and said put his order in for Mountaineer Mulch.
Awesome.
Munch. Mountaineer Munch.
Munch.
Mountaineer
Not
mulch.
mulch.
Yeah, Mountaineer. You don't need mulch. What you need Mountaineer Munch. Okay, real quick here. Let me give you the information on our upcoming event when the Mountaineers play in Charleston, South Carolina. Coming up in the tournament, we are having an off day. We play Friday. We're off Saturday. We play Sunday. And three guys will be hosting an event called Oysters on the Beach. There it is. Saturday, 12 until 3 at Lawrence's Seafood Company, as first reported on this program.
Oh, you're lucky they came through.
It's a partnership among Golden Blue Enterprises, Three Guys Before the Game, and the Low Country Alumni Chapter. Tickets are now on sale, and they are limited. And they're available at the Low Country Alumni Chapter's website. We are going to have what they say in the business. We are going to have a really big time. It's going to be fun. And let me just tell you what we're going to have. You want to know what we're going to have?
Like menu-wise?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you. Menu, or is like this the run of
Actually,
run of show?
the thing goes, the admission is just $10. Kids under 12 are free. So it's just $10 just to cover the some of the stuff that they have to get, the expenses. So just $10 to get in there. Hoppy and I and Brad will be there. We're going to do a Q&A. We're going to have surprise special guests. Think highest levels of WVU administration. That's all I can say. Hoppy's live trivia with prizes and audience fun. The live Q&A, we're going to have music by a group called The Beatles. We have music from High Five, the High Five duo. And $35 will get you Ace oysters plus the full food bar and menu. You know what Ace oysters are?
Somebody was telling me about this, though.
All you can eat oysters.
Yeah.
Ace, A-Y-C-E. All you can eat oysters for $35. Also a 50-50 raffle benefiting the Low Country Mountaineers, contest, giveaway, and they'll have TVs all over the place so you can watch college football on that Saturday. And once again, go to the Low Country website and you can get your tickets. Limited number, so please do that. And we look to have fun.
So that'll be fun. So only $10 a ticket.
$10 to get in, and then
$35 if you
$35
want the
for all you can eat oysters. And all you got to do is go there. Yeah, super neat. All right.
Well, get us on that all-you-can-eat oysters list. That's right up our alley.
I want to apologize now because I predicted this earlier on.
No, because you still said it too early.
All right.
Just because it came to fruition doesn't mean you were handling the process correctly.
Tomorrow night, the WVU women's basketball team plays Temple inside Hope Coliseum. We've got 2 floor tickets available for you, plus a $10 concession voucher, courtesy of Coach Kellogg. So here's what I need you to do. Whoever texts first, and we're just going to be a timestamp, 304-404-4083. 304-404-4083. Say, I want the 2 Temple tickets and the concession voucher, and our crack staff will be there. All right? Textual Healing had a little bit of a situation over the weekend. By now, I'm sure you've seen this. Colorado equipment truck, Brad, had a bit of a problem.
It did.
Had a bit of a problem. Unfortunately, it tried to follow its GPS on its way into the stadium and took it up 3rd Street. And as you can see, not a great day to be the Colorado equipment truck driver wherever he may be. He turned that
Especially
bad boy
there.
around, yeah. And not a good day. Kind of rainy Friday, and he's all tangled up, doesn't know where he is. And so the issue, I think, I'm not a big fan of when schools taunt one another on social media.
Mm-hmm.
I think WVU's taunt was the best I ever saw. They put it up on the board, and they put back up in text.
Back them up.
Back them up. And then every time Colorado did something going the wrong direction, they would put that up there with the beeping sound of the backup.
Like a truck backing up.
About as good of a taunt as I've ever seen. So shout out to them. All right, here's the other thing. We've gone on record on this program telling you that Oliver Straw, the Mountaineer punter's dad, is an international spy.
That's totally unconfirmed.
Now we have confirmation of that.
We do not have confirmation.
Oliver and Oliver's mom, who's terrific, tremendous. They've been over here in the States watching him play, went to the Houston game, and they brought 2 other spies with them.
They're not spies.
Could you guys bring those pictures up? So those guys, right, there's Ollie's dad on the left in the blue shirt. That's Anthony, and he brought those gentlemen in. They go in incognito right into the Houston game, and then there's Oliver. Now Oliver is part of this whole group of spydom.
They're not spies.
So that's the thing. And then there they are, right? They're at Houston having a big time, all smiley and laughs when you're in the spy business. And then this weekend they returned. They came to Morgantown. They obviously work as spies at Buckingham Palace.
Well, now hold on. They do not. We don't know.
Now look.
Hold on. Wait. You don't know they work as spies, number one. Number two, it was Military Appreciation Day.
I understand.
That's why they're dressed up like that.
Well, he also got into the blue lot, and he tasted some beverages that I don't think they have. Now, the guy on the left, he's a double spy because he also owns a pub there in England. I met him yesterday, and so he's a spy. Oliver's dad's a spy. And they walked around in the blue lot, and that was those guys, and there he is. They probably trying to indoctrinate that WVU student to join them in some kind of spydom.
You do not have any idea if they're spies or not.
Well, we just know that.
Thanks to Oliver's parents, they did come by the basketball game to say hello to us. That was very nice of them.
Very nice. Lord knows what spydom they're taking back. Good dudes. Good dudes.
Best.
Texter here. Nick Kirchhoff here, Hoppy's brother, now writing in. It's looking like with 2 back-to-back wins, Hop needs to go on assignment more often.
Well,
Nick, couldn't agree with you more. Think you're right on there. Texter, gentlemen, what a win. This is Adam from Huntington. friends with Jeremy from Cooperstown, New York, Rue from Buchanan, a good friend of ours, a member of the Scotty Fox family, wanted me to pass this along to you guys. Scotty's roots run close to Touchdown City. See, I didn't know this. His great-grandfather was born and raised about 8 miles from the stadium in Mount Morris, Pennsylvania.
How about that?
This kid is the future and one of us. By the way, we had a great time at the Keglers radio show. So this is that group. Had the head ball coach in there, Rich, and those guys. They kind of attacked Rich there during the commercial break, but it's okay.
So Scotty's great-grandfather right up in Mount Morris. Do a big bike race up there.
Yeah. Now, I don't know
You
if
were part
any
of that bike race last summer,
Yeah,
weren't
we
you?
were there. Yeah. I don't know if those guys may have given the cold bug that Rich is suffering from. Did you hear Rich's voice this past weekend?
Yeah, he was struggling.
It hurt to listen to him.
He gutted it through.
Yeah, maybe one of those guys had a virus or something. Jesse in the Woodlands, how about that? Back-to-back wins. Curtis Jones at running back, of course. As a grad of Cabell Midland, I say let's go. Rich and staff deserve credit. I wrote this team off after the dumpster fire in Orlando. This team continues to fight. 2 tough games to end the season. Who cares? Let's go get the Sun Devils. Jesse in the Woodlands, Texas. Question for you. Spreads. Over-under on basketball, 16.5. Mason from Mason County. Wins, 16
total.
total.
That's right where Ken Palm has it. Keep
You
winning.
agree or disagree with
Stack
Ken?
one up on Thursday. Let's go.
Isn't he just so slippery when he doesn't want to answer a question? Texter. 3 days, great day to be 3 guys, great day to be a Mountaineer. I'm most impressed with the team finding a way to win ugly. A month ago, this kind of game is when Colorado started getting momentum on wheels. We would have started falling off. Instead, we continued to fight, take the momentum back. Dare I say it, that last touchdown drive may be the beginning of we, the fans, seeing that hard edge. P.S. I recently tried all 3 of Tudor's new barbecue flavors. This is how he ranks them. Number 1, Carolina Gold. Number 2, Honey Sriracha, which would place sweet teriyaki at 3. Don't forget, Tudor's Biscuit World, a sponsor of our program, now offering catering for any kind of event, whether it's in your office, a tailgate, or any holiday event you got coming up. Tudor's Biscuit World would love to be part of that. All you got to do is contact Tudor's. They've got a catering menu waiting for you. Visit Tudor's. Texter. Hello. First-time texter, long-time listener. Do you think that the Colorado quarterback, Juju Lewis, will cut or make his hair so that a defensive player cannot grab it? Sean from the western panhandle of Nebraska, formerly a landowner in the valley of Fayette County. I have struggled all weekend since the game. Back of my head hurts because of the way Juju Lewis got ripped down to the ground.
That had to hurt.
But technically, the hair is part of the uniform. You can do that. You can't horse collar them, but you can pull hair. Gosh, dang, that would hurt, wouldn't it?
Would.
That explains everything about that sack, because it was so unusual of the way that his body went down.
Right.
Like sacks normally are kind of like when they do a demolition on a building, sacks normally kind of go like down. This thing was like instantaneously, and it looked like a one-hand grab with a shoulder pad, but obviously upon further review, he had that mane right there. And
the official was right on it, though. He immediately signaled to the other official, but now he thought it was a shoulder pad, too.
Right.
He was signaling that, but immediately, because it looked like a face mask is what it looked like. Normally when guys go down like that, it's a face mask. Yeah. It was not.
Will in South Bend. That was a Rich Rod is back game if I've ever seen one. We just outlasted and out-toughed them, fought through the injuries to do it. Michael in Culloden, who once gave us unbelievable fudge. It wasn't pretty, but it's a win. Just like in golf, there's only so much room in the square, just enough room for the score. You remember that fudge?
It was excellent.
Really good. Texter, this is really good. So last weekend, we being 3 guys, did not host our food court, 3 guys food court, but we subleased it out. We subbed it out to the folks from the Live Like Brent Foundation. Just great people. Michelle Gray and Michael Gray. They are the folks that oversee the Live Like Brent Foundation. That's an organization that raises dollars for folks with blood cancer disorders. WVU student went here. His name was Brent, and it's in his honor. So they took, dude, they took over the food court. Have you seen any of these pictures?
I've not.
All right, let's roll this. Let's roll it. So there they go. They came in, but did their own signage there. Live Like Brent. So that's what before it started. And then there's Jim and Michelle from Parkersburg Brewing, and Michelle and Michael and Homeless Dave, and they had a crowd.
Well, they had a good crowd.
So they had the big lemon out there way in the background. You can rotate through these guys. And then they took that is Michelle, Mike, and Child, right? Having a big time. Then they took like this group picture. There's Lemon again, right? Good to see all those guys. And then we got one more of the whole group, like behind a white, in front of there. How many people there?
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Excellent turnout.
So she said, I wanted to reach out. Thank you. Phenomenal day. Our annual tailgate. Best turnout, best food, best setup we ever had. Grateful for your ongoing support of the Live Like Brent Fund. Topped it off with a Mountaineer win. Hope to see you soon. Thank you.
That's
guys.
awesome.
Yeah. So we subbed it out. Texter. It all worked out, but can we take a moment to ask Brad why he thought speaking the stat 0 turnover worthy plays was a good idea? Got to treat it like a no-hitter, not talk about it. There you go. Couldn't agree with you more.
Thank you.
Hey, three
Well, you
guys.
couldn't agree with me more. You don't subscribe to that theory. You talk about no-hitters.
I talk about anything.
You don't subscribe to
I
that.
don't care.
It is a talk show. I do have to talk when I'm on here.
Hey, three guys. Longtime P1 listener, first-time texter. Had a great day today in the blue lot. Folks at Tudor's provided an outstanding spread. We had 90 biscuits.
Wow.
A mixture of Mary B's, Ron's, and Dottie's, along with some biscuits and gravy. It was a hit. All gone, and yes, a few of us had two. The Mountaineer also stopped by, got some provisions for the game. Good win today. Let's win two more. There he is.
I want to see this.
There's Cade Kincaid.
There's Cade getting some.
Yeah, he went in there. He was sniffing around for some Tudors.
Did they send any pictures of the actual food?
No, that's what I
got.
got. Well, I think they ate it all.
I'd like to see it.
I think they ate all.
That's a good tailgate. That's a good tailgate for a noon game. Get that breakfast going.
Perfect.
That's great.
And we're waiting to see when that Texas Tech game is. I'm looking at my computer here because normally it comes out around this time. See if I'm sure they'll do the 6-day window. I'm sure they will. Also, how about Marty? You know Marty?
From Gomart?
Go Mart. Again, strongly encourage you. Marty is going absolutely bonkers right now as we move toward the holiday season. We strongly encourage anyone with the Gomart app to go in. You get to spin. It's Marty's Merry Spin, loaded with prizes. You just go in, you do the deal with the spin and the app. Prizes include a $1,000 Gomart gift card, a $500 shopping spree for charity donations, bonus reward points, free candy. One spin could make your holiday a whole lot brighter. For details, just come to a Gomart. Marty's Merry Spin goes from now until December the 19th. And, Brad, you'll be happy to know that included in the items, Snickers, Starburst, and Skittles, plus M&Ms.
Those are all good.
Gomart reward members can also earn 200 bonus reward points and a token with every Snickers, Starburst, Skittles, or M&M's purchase. So check it out.
I kept my streak alive.
You did triple
rewards,
again.
Yeah.
You're on
I'm on a roll.
You're on an
Just like the
all-time roll.
Mountaineers. I'm rolling.
Dave and Kaiser, TNT is better at football presentation than ESPN. They've got more, better camera angles, better picture quality, overall better experience. I don't understand why ESPN Disney has infinite money and they've been doing it decades longer. Just an observation. Don't even get me started on ESPN at this point. What are you doing there? Oh, are you still cable?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that thing.
I've got all my channels.
Okay, good. Texter, Craig in Craigsville. What is Germany's obsession with country roads, the song? It was played between the 3rd and the 4th of Sunday's NFL game, and the stadium sounded as loud as Mountaineer Field. Wonder if the Germans know the correct lyrics to Sweet Caroline. We could maybe bring that song over there as well. There's a picture of Warren Sapp just laughing like heck
I saw that.
on the sideline when they did the Sweet Caroline this past week. Texter, Thanks so much for taking a few minutes of time to get your picture made with Corey. This was yesterday. We don't miss an episode. We have to watch you, not just listen. You crack us up. We've been to men's basketball season ticket holders for a few years, and Corey and family have been loving it. Love you guys. Love the Mountaineers. Cindy, Dewey, and Corey. We had our picture made there with Corey yesterday going into the Coliseum, and it was great to see him. Huge fan.
It was great.
And he got to see a Mountaineer victory right there, right shortly thereafter. So it was very nice to see Corey. They're in Barber County.
Yeah, that was nice of Cindy and Dewey to stop us there as
Absolutely.
we were walking in. That was fun. Thanks, guys.
Texter. Once I watched the replay of the game, I realized that the last drive that led to two-way Crusher Curtis's touchdown was vintage Rich Rod. All runs, the other team worn down by our high tempo. Classic. Dr. Jeff in Charleston. Yeah, Rich, he likes to put that ball in the hands and grind those out there. But in all seriousness, that's significant. Again, I said this after the Pitt game. For the younger folks that didn't have an opportunity to remember Rich when he was here for the first time, the Pitt game was a good example of it, and then Saturday was a good example of how, you try to get first, you try to mulch, and then once you get that, then you just it's good, and when it works, it's even better.
Keep coming.
Texter, great weekend. Football win, basketball win, soccer, rifle wins. Great time to be a Mountaineer. But the best part was purchasing 4 tickets to see you fellas in Charleston, South Carolina. Can't wait to see y'all. Dougie Fresher from Merle's Inlet. So he got his tickets.
Excellent. Thanks,
Low
Dougie.
Country Mountaineer alumni. Just $10 for those tickets.
That's when?
The Saturday between the two games. We play Friday night, Clemson. Saturday we have off. We're going to do this thing from noon until 4. We just might stay there, sleep, camp there at that at Fish World. And
Lawrence's.
What?
Lawrence's
Fish World. And then Sunday we play again.
$10 per ticket.
Mm-hmm.
$35 all you can eat oysters.
All you can eat oysters. Ace. Gentlemen, ain't college football a wild and unpredictable roller coaster of a ride? 3 weeks ago, we're discussing if this was one of the worst West Virginia teams in school history. Now we're talking about bowl eligibility.
Uh-huh.
That's a really good point.
Week-to-week business.
Yeah. Texter says this. Remember the coach who said he doesn't curse in practice, and if anyone does, it's 5 push-ups on the spot? Well, fast forward to game day. I missed the double-fisted slam to the scorer's table, but my husband said it was a thing of beauty. It's the Lehigh game. Things are getting a little rough, and suddenly we hear, "Timeout! Damn it, DJ, you're getting our ass beat." It appeared at times as though there were a few moments like that for Jasper and Amir in the huddle as well. So now I'm just wondering, does Coach owe himself at least 15 push-ups at the start of the next practice? Because if so, I want that on the stat sheet, like rebounds, assists, coaches, push-ups. Can the Senator make that happen? I still got to love his fire and defensive energy, though. Man's got tenacity.
Those 2 words count as swear words? I don't think they do.
No. Damn it and ass?
I don't think they do.
No. But we have seen multiple drop-downs by everyone on that team into push-up mode, and everyone on the staff does push-ups when someone says a dirty.
I'll say it doesn't happen often, though.
No.
It does not happen often.
Very rare. Very, very rare. But, yeah, he lives up to it. I've noticed, he goes from about 0 to 120 really fast. Everyone always talks about those electric cars. They just kind of go like really, yeah.
I got asked the other day on the 2-hand hit of the scores table if I jumped. I happened to be looking right at him, saw it coming.
Yeah.
So I did not jump. Saw it coming from a ways away.
Yeah. What was that about?
I don't remember. I think it
a missed shot.
No, it wasn't an official. I think it's usually a missed defensive assignment.
It wasn't a referee thing.
No,
it was
it was a player thing.
Yeah, it was
missed rotation on help, I believe.
Yeah.
That's usually what gets the ire.
Yeah.
Draws the ire.
He during his postgame radio yesterday, he didn't try to be he didn't try to avoid the Pitt thing at all. He said, I'm not saying that this is not a bigger game. This is a bigger game. And I fully understand this is a bigger game. So we're not going to say, oh, it's just another game, which I kind of like.
He said it would be fake and disingenuous if he said it was just a regular game to the guys.
Right.
So he's not handling it that way.
Correct. So they're gonna get it, and it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Probably was good for those guys. Most of that team went over and watched the football game for at least a portion of it and saw what that was about and saw how loud the crowd was and what it means. So you got a bunch of guys that have not experienced it live, but they've seen it in theory with the football side of things.
Okay. Now we have to have a three guys production meeting in front of you. So we're going Friday morning.
We'll go Friday morning.
We're going to go Friday morning from what I hear. So that will be our preview of Arizona State, and it will be the recap from the night before's West Virginia Pitt basketball game.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have soccer done by then, the Mountaineer men's. The women will know where they're going to. So we got a lot of stuff, just a lot of stuff going on. So stay right there. And don't forget, get those tickets. If you'd like to join us in Charleston, they're limited. Place only holds, Fish World only holds so many people.
Lawrence's, it's not called Fish
Lawrence's
World.
Seafood, Fish
Yes,
World.
It's not called Fish World.
Lawrence's Seafood and Fish World.
Don't change the name of it. It's
We're
Lawrence's.
going to have a big time. It's only $10. Hoppy's going to be there. Guests from WVU as well. High-level guests from WVU, partnered with Golden Blue Enterprises. Should be a really big time. Three Guys brought to you by Gomart. Get a Gomart Rewards card and immediately begin saving on food and fuel. Plus Marty's spin thing. Like, I'd be going in there spinning that Marty thing. You're going to win a bunch of stuff.
Don't forget triple points on Saturdays.
Correct. Lou Wendell Marine Sales in St. Albans. They sell family fun. Multiple award winner. Just good people there. Tudor's Biscuit World. Start your day the homemade way. Get a catered event from Tudor's. Comax Business System, keeping West Virginia's business data safe, secure, and efficient for 25 years and keeping you hydrated with those awesome water machines. Get away from all that plastic garbage. Three Guys brought to us by Jan Dills. Attorneys at law, they simply won't take no for an answer. And by Conley's CPA Group, providing value beyond numbers. All right, thank you very much for listening in, watching in, whatever way you consume. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Supposedly it does something to the algorithms. Exactly what? Just probably makes things better for everyone and humanity. Special thanks to Braden and Jake, our producers. We're out. Episode 673 of Three Guys Before the Game is finished. See you.